You're welcome to FUNNYMATH page. Today's lesson, we're going to talk about finding the mean of discrete data. So this is going to be the part one of our mean journey or our average journey. Our next part, which is part two, is going to be how to find the mean from frequency distribution tables. So let's begin with this one. So we have some questions here. This is going to be our first example, and after that, we use this idea to answer some past questions in the history of BECE. So you have some questions here. When you go down, you can see the questions there. There's a try question at the end of everything. You have to work that question. You put your answer in the comment section. So now let's begin. Now, how do you find the mean of discrete data? This is a formula work. You know that the mean, which is denoted by the symbol x bar, is given by sigma x out of n, where the sigma x is the sum of the x values. In fact, when you talk about the x values, you are talking about the data, the items. So for example, if you have, let's say, x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3 to, let's say, x sub n, the mean of this data is going to be x bar equal to x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3 dot x sub n all over n, where n is the number of items. So that is what we use to find the mean of discrete data. So now, with this idea, we're going to answer the questions here. Mean is very, very simple and interesting topic in mathematics. So now let's move on. Let's begin with the first one. That is, we have to find the mean of the numbers, neg 4, 5, 2, 0, neg 6, neg 4, 7. So, this is a discrete data. And to find the mean, which is denoted by x bar, we use the formula, sigma x out of n. Now, the sigma x is the sum of the x values. And these are the x values. Neg 4, 5, 2, 0, neg 6, neg 4, 7. Those are the x values. So the sum of these values is going to be, neg 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus, neg 6 plus neg 4 plus 7, all divided by n. And the n is the number of items here. So let's check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 items. So the next thing is to add and divide by 7. So let's add. Neg 4 plus 5 is going to be 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 0 is going to be 3. Plus neg 6 is going to be neg 3. Neg 3 plus neg 4 is going to be neg 7. Plus 7 is going to be 0. So we have 0 out of 7. So when you divide this one, you're going to get 0. So that's the mean of this, data. Very, very interesting. Let's move on to the next question. That's our next question. These are the ages in years of members of a group. So these are the ages. And then we have 8, 11, 8, 10, 6, 7, 3x, 11, 11. If the mean age is 9 years, we have to find the value of x. So this is a critical thinking question, an application of mean, where the data has been given, the mean has been given as well. And we have to find the value of x. And we know that x forms part of this one, which is 3x. So no, the idea is the same. Since the mean has been given, we know that mean of discrete data like this is equal to, the sum of x out of n. So we have to get our sum of x, and also we have to get our n. Don't forget that the mean, which is x bar, has been given as 9 in the question. So in place of, the mean, we're going to write 9 here. So that's just a simple substitution. So let's get our, the sum of x. So we're going to add all these guys. So we have 8 plus 11 plus another 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3x plus 11 plus another 11. And everything should be divided by the number of items. So let's check the number of items here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 items. So that is how we can, set up our equation. So the next thing, this time it has become, a mere equation, which we have to find the value of x. So you can just multiply this 9 by this 9. That's just cross multiplication. So 9 by 9, that's going to be 81. And that is equal to, let's group like terms here. So we're going to add all the terms without the x. Then we simplify. So the sum of these guys will give us 72. So we have 72 plus 3x. You should know that we cannot add, 3x to 72 because they are not like terms. So at this point, what do? We just have to subtract 72 from both sides. Or we just take, 72 to this side. So that's going to be 81 minus 72 equal to 3x. 81 minus 72 will give us 9. So we have 9 equal to 3x. So to find the value of x easily, we just divide here by 3, here 2 by 3. It goes into 9, 3 times. So this implies that x is equal to, 3. So that's the value of x. And this question came in, the BEC 2004. Now let's move on to the next question. This question also came in the year 2017. We have to calculate the mean of, 153175111. So this is a discrete data. And as usual, we just have to quote our formula, which is x bar equal to, the sum of x out of n. So, x bar, which is the mean, is equal to the sum of x, and these are the x values. So that's going to be 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus another 1 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. And all divided by the number of items, which is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have out of 8 here. So what do we do next? We just have to, add the guys on top here. Then we divide by 8. So 1 plus 5 is going to be 6. 6 plus 3, we have, 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 7, we have 17 plus 5. We have 22 plus 1. We have, 23. And plus 1, we have 24. So you're going to get 24 out of 8. Which when we simplify, it goes into ACF1. It goes into 24, 3 times. So the mean is 3. That is how we can find the mean. Very easy, right? Let's move on to the next question. This is going to be our last question. And the question is, the mean of the numbers 5, 2x, 4, and 3 is 5. We have to find the value of x. Remember, this also came in 2019, in the year 2019. So now let's answer the question. So once this is a discrete data, we have to quote our formula. And our formula is x bar, that is the mean, is equal to sigma x out of n. We know that it was given the question that the mean is 5. So the mean of the numbers is 5. So in place of the mean, we just have to write 5. And that is equal to the sum of x. These are the x values. We have 5 plus 2x plus 4 plus 3. Remember that 3 is also part of it. Now, divided by the number of items, which in this case, we have just 4 items. So what do we do next? We just have to multiply this 4 by 5. That's just cross multiplication. Or we are just multiplying through by the LCM. So 5 times 4 is going to be, 20. So you have 20 equal to, we simplify the numerator. So 5 plus 4, that's going to be 9. And 9 plus 3, we have, 12. So you have 12 plus 2x. That is it. Remember that we cannot add 2x to 12. So what do we do next? We just have to subtract, 12 from both sides. Or we take 12 to this side easily. So that's going to be 20 minus 12 equal to, 2x. And 20 minus 12 will give us 8. So we have 8 equal to, 2x. We divide here by 2, here 2 by 2. So the 2 cancels these 2. 2 goes into ACF1, it goes into 8, 4 times. So this implies that x is equal to, 4. So that is how we can find the value of, x. So that will be all for today. But you have to try this question. That will let me know that you've really understood this, topic. If the average or the mean of 5, 6, 7, and x is 8, find the value of x. So you type your answer in the comment section. Don't forget to do that. Thank you for watching. See you next time in our next video.